Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz where the lowest scorers are the biggest winners. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I'm Tim, and this is my son Ed. I live in Stafford. Ed lives in Manchester.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Julie. This is my husband Matt. We live in South London.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Adam. This is my wife Jackie, and we're from Guildford.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Dara. This is my partner Tony, and we're from Canary Wharf.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Very warm welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, the most popular man in the whole of his chair. It's my Pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hey, everybody.
Hiya.
Good day to you.
And to you.
Only one returning pair, Adam and Jackie, and they got knocked out in round one, so a largely unfamiliar lineup for us today. The jackpot ticking along very nicely, though, so it should be competitive, should it not?
Should it not? What kind of questions have we got?
Oh, terrible.
Good.
Terrible.
My favourite
But I'll tell you what, the first question is about something that I think is an absolute scourge of our society. I think it's about something that infuriates me beyond words. You'll see.
Good.
You won't have long to wait.
I'm looking forward to it. Jack and Johnny, by the way, got through to the final in the last show and failed to take the jackpot home, which means we're adding another £1,000 to it. So today's jackpot starts off at £5,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. You know all this, but just remember, it's the high scorers that get eliminated, so keep your scores as low as you can. You know that. Best of luck. Our first category today is epic movies. Can you decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. And the question concerns films with running times that are 3 hours or longer.
You know,
I so agree.
I mean, come off it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
If I was watching something at home for 3 hours, I'd go to the loo in the middle of it, and I don't want to go to the loo in the middle of a film. Oh, I can't bear it. Like, be under 2 hours, please.
Come on, 2 hours is quite a long time.
Yes, turn it into 2 films. I'll come next week, I don't mind. Then I get 2 lots of pick and mix. That's the trouble with a film of 3 hours. If your pick and mix is done in half an hour, suddenly you've got, like, 2.5 hours without any pick and mix to have at all. Infuriates me. Anyway, what we're going to do on each board, we're going to show you the initials of 7 films that have a ridiculous running time. We'll show you the year that they were released and a star of that film as well. But what are these ridiculous films, please? 14 terrible films to guess at home.
And that's the year it's released. It's not the year it finished.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OK, let's have a look at our first board of 7. Here they are. GWTW, Vivian Leigh, 1939. TTC, Charlton Heston, 1956. BL, Ryan O'Neill, 1975. G, Ben Kingsley, 1982. DWW, Kevin Costner, 1990. T, Kate Winslet, 1997. And PH, Ben Affleck, 2001. I'm going to read those initials again. GWTW, TTC, BL, G, DWW, T, PH. Ed, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here, Ed. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Ed, obviously. I work in the railway in recruitment.
Now, that really does sound fun. What are your interests, Ed?
Keen on movies, which is quite embarrassing now.
What do you think is the optimal length for a movie?
It depends where you're watching it. If you're at home, you can pause it. You know?
I see what you're saying.
A 3-hour movie, you can wake up. You can
That's good.
Yeah.
OK. Ed,
Yeah.
what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for the top one, Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind, says Ed. Let's see how many of our 100 people went with Gone with the Wind. It's right. Look at that, Ed. Not bad at all. 43. Gets us off to a flying start.
3 hours, 58 minutes long.
What? Really?
I mean, Vivian Leigh became the first British woman ever to win an Oscar in that film. But 3 hours, 58, I mean, that is an absolute joke.
I mean, How long was the Civil War? Not much longer than that.
Yeah, it was a minute-by-minute reconstruction. Wow.
Thank you very much indeed. Matthew, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Matthew.
I work as a lighting operator. I'm a follow spot operator in the West End.
That's
cool.
Is really cool. Is there a pair of you?
It depends. It varies. I
I
drop
suppose
around.
yeah. Do you have to wear a thick set of gloves?
I do have some gloves. I take
Yes,
around.
I should think that's a prerequisite for the follow spot operator. Matthew, what are you going to go for?
I would like to go for BL Barry Lyndon, please.
You are going to go for Barry Lyndon. Barry Lyndon. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It's right. 43 is the only score we have at the moment. You pass it. You pass it all the way down to 3. Very well done indeed, Matthew.
Lovely answer, Matt. Well played. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick movie. Not even his longest movie. 3 hours and 5 minutes, though.
Thank you very much indeed. Adam, welcome back to Pointless, our only returning pair. You went out in round 1 last time. Please tell me that is not going to happen this time.
We'll see, we'll see.
Please tell me it's not. Anyway, listen, remind us all about yourself, Adam.
So I'm a police officer, but my real passion is running.
Wow.
Passionate about it.
Passionate. Are you a marathon runner?
I did my first marathon last month, 3 hours 10.
Not bad. Not really not bad at all. That's terrifyingly good.
Yeah, and they're going to make a film of it, and it'll be just over 3 hours.
That's very good. So do you do some cross-country runs as well? Things
Yeah,
like,
anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I love track races, but they're all over very quickly. Anything from 800 metres up.
Have you always loved running?
No, actually, when I was 30, which was quite a few years ago, I was much larger and started to lose a bit of weight running and found that I enjoyed it.
I'd have put you down at 22. 20, look at that. It's almost all the running.
Yeah, it's very good for you, apparently.
Very good. Now, Adam, what are you going to go for on our board here?
I'm going to go with the Ben Kingsley. I'm going to say Gandhi.
Gandhi, says Adam. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Gandhi. It's right. Now, 43 is our high score. 47 is where you end up there. Not bad, Adam. Not bad.
3 hours, 11 minutes.
That's a good film.
For no... What? But would it be a good film at 2 hours long?
Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be less epic somehow. Somehow epics have to pack a bit of... You've got to put some time in to an epic.
I strongly disagree with you.
Shall I tell you something exciting, though, about Gandhi's? I saw that in the cinema, and we stopped halfway through. There was an intermission.
Yes.
For about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We all went out, got some tubs of ice cream,
Yeah.
and they started again.
See, that's the thing. In the old days, you could have long films because we used to have intervals.
Yeah.
Now, with some of this stuff, which I won't mention because it's probably on
yeah.
the next board,
Yeah.
you've got to sit through the whole thing.
I see what you're saying. Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, Tony, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here.
you.
Tell us all about yourself, Tony.
Hi, Zander. I'm Tony. I'm from London, although I'm originally from Paris, so you may hear a bit of an accent. I work in finance, and when I'm not working, I like to play with music, so I play the piano, the guitar, the drums, and the bass. Dara plays the guitar, the piano as well, but also the flute and the saxophone, so we like to play duets together.
That's just lovely. So you make sweet music. And so what kind of music is
So we like to play musicals, so Les Misérables. Sorry, I said in French, maybe.
I still understood that.
Yeah,
I understood that.
Tony, we're all right with Les Miserables, honestly. We can...
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
And all classics like Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson.
Very, very good indeed. Now, Tony, this board is all yours. Do you want to fill in all the blanks for us?
I only know 2 of them. The penultimate one is Titanic, and I'm going to go for the one before, which is Dances with Wolves.
OK, Dances with Wolves, says Tony. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Dances with Wolves. It's a good answer. Look at that, Tony. Down it goes to 28. Very well done indeed.
I mean, that's an interminable film.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
long.
3 hours, 1 minute long. The director's cut is an hour longer.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Can you
That's
imagine?
directors.
Imagine anyone walking out of that film. Tell you what that needs, another hour on the end of it. Let's fill these in, shall we? Do you know the Charlton Heston
the
one?
12 Commandments.
I think it's the 10
Oh,
Commandments.
sorry, 10
but,
Commandments, sorry. Oh, no, I saw the director's cut.
I mean, I am fascinated to know what the other two are. But,
Long.
that would have scored you 11 points. You're quite right, it is Titanic. You did well to avoid it as well. Titanic would have scored you 84. Did you get PH, Ben Affleck?
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor, absolutely. 14 points for Pearl Harbor. So Barry Lyndon, it's best answer on the board. Well played.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. Well done, Matthew. 3, lowest score of the pass. Then we travel up to 28. Very well done. Tony and Dara, 43 is where we find Ed and Tim. 47 is where we find Adam and Jackie. So, Jackie, you're only 4 points ahead. You just have to find just something a little bit more obscure on the next board. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more clues to films up on the board, and here they are. These are all films that are over 3 hours long. C, Elizabeth Taylor, 1963. DZ, Omar Sharif, 1965. FAA, Bertil Guv, 1982. OUATIA, Robert De Niro, 1984. SL, Liam Neeson, 1993. TGM, Tom Hanks, 1999. And AE, Robert Downey Jr., 2019. I'm going to read those initials again. C, DZ, FAA, OUATIA, SL, TGM, and AE. There we go. Dara, welcome to Pointless.
Hi, everyone.
Great to have you here, Dara. Tell us all about yourself.
I work in finance, and in our spare time, we love playing board games, and we're currently developing and publishing our first one.
How does it work?
OK, so it's a trivia game.
Yeah.
We've designed to be played with families or party games sort of thing. All the questions we chose to be things which are a bit surprising, or the answers, things you might not necessarily expect.
Yeah.
And we're big fans of House of Games.
Ah,
and
thank
we
you.
were quite inspired by the format of that with the different rounds. So we have 4 different rounds in our game too.
It's inspired by is interesting. It's an interesting legal, legal term.
Not taken, I promise.
Well, listen, very good luck with that. 28 is your score at the moment. If you can score 18 or less, you'll avoid becoming the new high scorers.
OK, I think I know 3, but I don't know what's going to be lowest. I'm going to go for SL, Liam Neeson, Schindler's List.
Schindler's List. Schindler's List, says Dara. Here is your red line. Can you get below that with Schindler's List? Let's find out. Look at that, not bad. 20 takes your total up to 48. I think you've done enough there.
Spielberg's longest ever film, and he, by and large, doesn't make super long films, so
No.
we'll let him off
Yeah.
that one.
That one. Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Jackie.
Hello.
Jackie, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself.
I spend most of my time training my dogs. We do agility and we do competitions and travel around going to agility shows in our little caravan.
Now, how generally do they do? Have they won ever?
No, we came 4th in our class in the World
That's exciting.
Championship.
In the World Championships? I mean, that's amazing. Where does that take place?
Last year it was here,
Yeah.
and the year before it was Austria.
See, that's fun. Are
yeah.
they very well behaved, your dogs?
Sometimes. Yeah,
Do they-
they are. They're pretty good.
OK. Now, Adam and Jackie, you are on 47. What we really want from you now is a pointless answer. That's basically what's going to keep you in the game at this stage, as points currently stand. But don't forget, there are 2 more pairs to answer. What are you going to go for?
It's not a great board for me, to be honest. And so the one I'm going to go for, I think is right, is Robert De Niro, Once Upon a Time in America.
Once Upon a Time in America, says Jackie. Pretend there's a red line on the sort of pointless mark there. That is where your red line is. Once Upon a Time in America. Sounds like a brilliant answer to me. Let's see how far down the column we get. Look at that, down to 11. Very well done indeed. Our second lowest score of the whole round takes your total up to 58.
Yeah, great answer. 3 hours, 49 minutes, that is Sergio Leone's final film.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Julie, welcome.
Hi.
Hi. Tell us all about yourself.
My name's Julie. I'm from Australia. I work in a chocolate factory.
It's an actual chocolate
It is an actual chocolate factory.
Making bars of chocolate.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't actually get to be in the factory making the chocolate. I have
How
a
often-
boring office job, but I...
Do you get to go down on the shop floor every so often
Sometimes.
to deliver a message?
Sometimes. I have eaten one of our products fresh off the line, and it was amazing.
You're doing the work upstairs. They do the rest down on the...
But we do get a chocolate allowance every month.
Everyone's given a bag and they can put as much as they can carry in it.
they bring things up and put it in a little staff shop, and so you go and get
Nice.
your... Yeah, it's pretty great.
Nice.
It's pretty great. It's a great place to work.
Oh, it is. Julie, you're on 3. 54 or less gets you into the next round.
Like Jackie, the last board was better for me. But because she shares my birthday, I'm going to go for Elizabeth Taylor and Cleopatra.
OK, let's go for that. Cleopatra, there's your red line. Can you get below that with Cleopatra? Let's find out. Look at that. 42 takes your total up to 45.
Yeah, nearly bankrupted the studio. The budget was supposed to be 2 million. It went up to 44 million, the budget for that, which in today's money would be 330 million. And that was supposed to be 2 films, but they put it out as well.
Wow, it's like HS2.
Yes.
Extraordinary.
Very similar.
Goodness me. So somebody just underestimated the cost of things.
I think somebody had underestimated Elizabeth Taylor.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Tim, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Tim.
I'm retired, so I've gone from a career in town planning to now changing the nappies of my 3-week-old grandson for the first time.
That's nice. That's very nice indeed. 3-week-old. Ed, is this your child? No.
No, this is my nephew.
Nephew. There you are, yeah, nephew. That's it, yeah.
He's very new.
OK, all right. Tim, now, then, there you are, on 43. We have to get a score of 14 or less from you.
I've discovered a new form of pain, pointless pain. Having worked out what the Robert De Niro answer was, it snatched from me.
Oh, no. Do you want to talk us through the board?
The only other one I know, honestly, is DZ, Dr. Zhivago.
OK, Dr. Zhivago. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for that. There's your red line. Ooh, 34 for Dr. Zhivago, taking your total up to 77.
Yeah, there is one answer up there that would have seen you through, not TGM. Do you know which one that is?
I'm wrestling with that one.
It's based on a Stephen King thing.
Oh, the Green Mile, for
Green
goodness
Mile,
sake. Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Would have scored 29. A:E.
2019.
One of the biggest movies in the entire history of the world. Avengers Endgame.
Endgame. Yeah, got it.
That's good. Well done. 25 points for that. Now, this is the best answer. I've not seen it, but I've heard of it, and the initials fit.
No.
It's Fanny and Alexander, and it's a pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So we find ourselves at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, and I'm afraid that pair is Tim and Ed. I'm so sorry. It's been great having you on the show. We'll see you again next time. Look forward to that. Tim and Ed. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Very well done, everybody. Here we are in round 2. Adam and Jackie, lovely to have you with us now in round 2. Matthew, very, very, very strong performance from you. 3 points, lowest score of the round by quite some margin. Matthew and Julie, our lowest combined scorers as well, so that was all fantastic. Good luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is Formula 1. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many drivers who won 10 or more of the first 1,000 Grand Prix races as they could. Richard.
Yeah, the 2019 Chinese Grand Prix was the 1,000th Formula One race, or the 1,000th race to count towards FIA World Championship standings. We're looking for any of the 33 drivers who have won 10 or more of those races, please.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Julie, what are you thinking?
For my answer?
Yes, yes.
I am going to go for Nelson Piquet.
Nelson Piquet, says Julie. That gets a murmur from the crowd here. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Nelson Piquet. It's right. Look at that, Julie. That goes down to 5. Very well done indeed. That's a great answer. Great start to the round.
Yeah, 23 wins, 3 World Championships for Nelson Piquet. Piquet is actually his mother's maiden name because he went to karting and his parents disapproved and they sent him to a tennis academy. But he came back and karted in secret and changed his name to his mother's maiden name so they wouldn't find out.
Clever.
Clever Nelson Piquet.
Clever.
I bet they weren't complaining when he was bringing home $6 million a year.
Thank you very much indeed. Jackie, who are you thinking of?
I'm thinking that I'm going to play it fairly safe and hope that Adam can give a cracking answer. So I'm going to go for Ayrton Senna.
Ayrton Senna, says Jackie. Let's see how many of our 100 went for Ayrton Senna. $33 for Ayrton Senna.
Yeah, another Brazilian, another 3-time world champion, 41 wins for Ayrton Senna. Gave away so much of his fortune, even in his lifetime, to underprivileged kids in Brazil as well, Ayrton Senna.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Dara.
Yes.
Now, there was a face you made when you saw it was going to be Formula One. I won't be able to recreate it, but it was something like this. I think.
Yeah, sounds about right.
What are you going to go for?
This is not a good subject. Okay, I'm going to say something really obvious and you have to make it up. Michael Schumacher.
Michael Schumacher, says Dara. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Michael Schumacher. $50 for Michael Schumacher.
Yeah, 91 wins for Michael Schumacher, 7 world titles as well.
Thank you very much indeed. We are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. Well done, Julie. The best score of the past by a mile. 5 is where Julie and Matthew are standing. 33 is where we find Adam and Jackie. And then up to 50 for Dara and Tony. So, Tony, let's hope you've got a really good answer to bring yourselves back into the game. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, Tony, remember, we're looking for Formula One drivers who've won 10 or more Grand Prix.
Not quite a Formula One person. I'm gonna go for a fellow French. Alain Prost.
Alain Prost. OK, Alain Prost. No red line for you. You're currently the high scorers. How many people said Alain Prost? It's right. Down that goes to 21, taking your total up to 71.
51 wins for Alain Prost, 4 world titles as well. When he gave up Formula One, one of the things he entered was the Andros Trophy, which is another French racing series, but where they race on ice. He was 3-time champion of that as well.
Fun. Now then, Adam. Adam, just to give you an idea, 37 or less is what you need to score.
OK, I'm going to go with David Coulthard.
David Coulthard, says Adam. Let's see if you can get below this red line with David Coulthard. It's right. And you've done it. Very well done indeed. Down to 11, taking your total up to 44.
Nicely played, Adam. Yeah, 13 wins, Scottish driver. The only person we've mentioned so far who's appeared on Pointless Celebrities as well.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Matthew. There you are on 5. 65 or less gets you into the head-to-head.
I don't know very much about the subject, I'm afraid. So I'm going to reach back into the past, try and say Niki Lauda.
Niki Lauda, says Matthew. Can you get below this red line with Niki Lauda? Let's find out. It's right. Good enough. And that goes down to 12. Very well done indeed. 17 is your total.
"25 wins, three-time world champion Niki Lauda sadly passed away in 2019. Now, there are a number of pointless answers here. Shall we take a little look? I think if you know your F1, it's quite a good one to test yourself with. Any of the following would have won you the money. There's an Aussie for you. Alan Jones, right at the top, he would have been a pointless answer. Alberto Ascari, the Italian. Carlos Reutemann, the Argentinian, went on to become governor of Santa Fe province in Argentina after he gave up driving, or he gave up Formula One driving. He probably didn't give up driving. Gerhard Berger, Jody Scheckter, the South African. Mario Andretti is a pointless answer. A couple more. Ronnie Peterson and Rubens Barrichello. Well done if you said that. Some low scorers. Jim Clark and Felipe Massa, 1. Fittipaldi and Jacques Villeneuve would have scored you 2. Jack Brabham and Nico Rosberg would have scored you 3 each. We'll take a look at the top 3 scorers. We've seen a couple of them. There's Ayrton Senna, would have scored you 33, as we know. You know Schumacher scored 50. And top, no surprise, Lewis Hamilton, who would have scored you 64.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. And so at the end of our second round, we have to say goodbye to our high-scoring pair, Tony and Dara. That is you. It's been great having you on the show. We'll see you again next time. Look forward to it. But meantime, thanks so much, Tony and Dara.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Julian, Matthew, Adam and Jackie. You're now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £5,000. Where's the head-to-head? You now start playing as a pair. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns ferries around the world.
5 pictures now of ferries, but in which cities do these ferries operate? That's fun, isn't it?
That's nice. That's very nice indeed. OK, so let's reveal our 5 ferries from around the world. Here they come. We've got A, B, C, D, and E. There we are. 5 ferries around the world. Julie and Matthew, you are our low scorers, so you get to go first.
We are going to go for D, please, which we think is Hong Kong.
D, Hong Kong. So then, Adam and Jackie, it's over to you. Talk us through that board, if you can.
Well, B is obviously New York. E is Sydney. A, we're guessing maybe Prague or something like that, but we're going to go for C, and we're going to say Toronto.
C, Toronto. C, Toronto. So we have D, Hong Kong, and C, Toronto. Julie and Matthew went for Hong Kong. Let's see if that's right for D. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Hong Kong. It's right. Down, that goes to 35. Not bad. Meanwhile, Adam and Jackie have gone for Toronto for C. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Toronto. It is right. And it beats Hong Kong. Very well done indeed. 22 for Toronto. After 1 question, Adam and Jackie, you are up 1-0.
2 very strong answers there. Well done. Yeah, I think the ferries are not doing a lot of the heavy lifting in us recognising these places. Now, A is the best answer on the board. And very well done. If If you've been there, very well done. If you just knew it anyway, it's Mumbai.
Ah.
Scored 8 points. B, of course, is New York. That would have scored you 90. Now, E, you would think there's a big clue here. You would think that having the Sydney Opera House in the background might have got you a little bit...
Sydney Harbour Bridge.
And Sydney Harbour Bridge. Yeah, but that could be Gateshead, to be fair. But you think it might score more than 57 points.
You might.
Wouldn't you?
There you go. OK, right, here comes your second question. Julie and Matthew, you have to win this one to stay in the game. Adam and Jackie get to answer it first, so good luck. Our second question today is all about planetary music. Richard.
Yeah, 5 UK Top 40 singles now on the board, each of which has the name of a planet in its title, but we've removed that planet. Can you put them back in, please?
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our singles with missing planets. Here they are. Blank in Blue Jeans, Mark Winter, 1962. Heaven is a Place on Blank, Belinda Carlisle, 1987. Hey Blank, Tori Amos, 1996. Life on Blank, David Bowie, 1973. And Blank 5 in Spiral Carpets, 1994. I will read those again. Blank in Blue Jeans, Mark Winter, 1962. Heaven is a Place on Blank, Belinda Carlisle, 1987. Hey Blank, Tori Amos, 1996. Life on Blank, David Bowie, 1973. And Blank 5 in Spiral Carpets, 1994. There we are. Adam and Jackie will go first.
OK, we're going to go with the Belinda Carlisle and say Heaven is a Place on Earth.
OK, Earth, you're going to go for. Adam and Jackie, Earth. Julie and Matthew, do you want to talk us through that board?
I'm guessing it might be Venus in Blue Jeans, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to leave that one alone. We don't know the Tori Amos one. It's Life on Mars, which Julie sings a very rousing rendition of sometimes. But the answer we'd like to pick is Saturn V by the Spiral Carpets.
Saturn V. So we have Earth and we have Saturn. Adam and Jackie went for Heaven is a Place on Earth for Belinda Carlisle. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. 91 for Earth. Julie and Matthew have meanwhile gone for Saturn V. Let's see how many of our 100 people got Saturn. Well, it wins you the point. Just what you needed. You're back in the game. 13 for that. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Yeah, it's a great song as well, Saturn V. Love that song. Funnily enough, Heaven is a Place on Earth beats Life on Mars, because Life on Mars only score you 89. I say only, you know what I mean. 89 for that. You're quite right, it's Venus in Blue Jeans. Would have scored you 39. The best answer on the board, Tori Amos. There's only so many planets left. Hey...
Mercury.
No.
Hey... Jupiter. It's not Jupiter, is it? Jupiter.
Hey Jupiter.
Is it really?
Right. Yeah, it is, yeah.
Don't know that.
3 points for that.
There we
Very
are.
well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, here comes the decider. Whoever wins this one goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question today is all about things that begin with the letter O. Richard.
Yep, all these clues can lead you to an answer that begins with the letter O. So only an answer beginning with the letter O is an acceptable one to these clues.
Thank you very much. Let's reveal our 5 O clues, and here they come. We have got UK City, famous for its university, club that played in the first season of the English Premier League, winner of the Best British Group Award at the Brits in 1996, book of the King James Bible, and country on the coast of the Arabian Peninsula. I'll read those all again. UK City, famous for its university, club that played in the first season of the English Premier League, winner of the Best British Group Award at the Brits in 1996, book of the King James Bible, and country on the coast of the Arabian Peninsula. There we are. Julie and Matthew, you get to go first.
All right. We'd like to go for the country on the coast of the Arabian Peninsula, which is Oman.
Oman, say Julie and Matthew. Now then, Adam and Jackie, do you want to talk us through that board?
So the city is Oxford. The club, it's right there. I can tell you what part of the country it is from. Just can't remember the name of it. It's probably obvious. It's Oasis, the Brits. We're going to have to go for Oxford, I guess. Yeah. Oxford.
OK, you're going to go for Oxford. So we have Oman and we have Oxford. Julie and Matthew went for Oman. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Oman. Oman scores you 50. Adam and Jackie, meanwhile, have gone for the UK city famous for its university, Oxford. Let's see if Oxford's right. Let's see how many people said that. It is right. 84 for Oxford. Which means, well done, Julie and Matthew. After 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
Yeah, I think I would have cautiously guessed that Oasis was a slightly better answer than Oxford there. In fact, it would have seen you into the final because it scored you 45 points, Oasis. Unlucky. The club that played in the first season of the English Premier League was Oldham Athletic. It scored 18, and the best answer on the board, the book of the King James Bible.
Is it Obadiah?
Obadiah, yeah,
Oh.
it is. 6 points for that, Obadiah. That's the shortest book in the Old Testament, only 21 verses.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Adam and Jackie, I'm afraid it is you. You've done so well across the show, and it's slightly galling to know that you had it in you to get into the final there. But this is where we have to say goodbye. Thank you so much for playing, Adam and Jackie. But for Julie and Matthew, it is now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Julie and Matthew. You have seen off all the competition, and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing, lest we forget, at £5,000. And yet again, it's another pair that's come in one show and gone straight through to the final. We've had a run of these. It's extraordinary. What do you want to see come up in this last round?
I'm a fan of crime fiction, actually.
Crime fiction. Julie, anything you want to add to that?
I don't really want to tempt fate. So I won't, honestly.
OK, well, let's see what is on the board. As usual, you get to choose from the 4 we put up. Today's selection is Eurovision lyrics, Aardman Animation's feature films, Johann Sebastian Bach, Portuguese football.
I would go for A or B.
The only one I could have a go at is Aardman.
OK, you want to go for it?
All right.
OK,
OK.
it's going to be Aardman. Aardman feature films.
OK, very best of luck. Much loved British animation studios. We're looking for anyone, according to IMDb, credited with appearing in any of the following 3 films, please. So anyone credited with appearing in Chicken Run, in Flushed Away, or in Early Man. So according to IMDb, anyone with a cast credit for any of those 3 films. Wish you the very best of luck.
Thanks very much, Richard. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win the jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Got anything?
Miranda.
Miranda.
Who's in Chicken Run?
Hart?
No.
Richardson? OK, so George Clooney was in Chicken Run.
OK.
You saw Early Man with Frankie.
I did.
Did you remember anything about it?
No.
So I'm wondering if we should just play the, the classic British film thing where they just get everybody in. So think of, classic voice actors, or someone famous, like Bill Nye or...
Bill Nye may have been in Early Man, actually.
OK, there's one. So we've got George Clooney, we've got Bill Nye. And which Miranda is it?
It's not Miranda Richardson, it's not Miranda Hart, it's Miranda... She was in Blackadder. Miranda... Maybe we should just say Miranda Richardson.
10 seconds left.
OK.
You've got your answers, have you? OK, we'll just let the clock run out. Why not? Come on, there we are. OK, let's have your 3 answers. And if you could say which film you're speaking about.
Miranda Richardson in Chicken Run.
Miranda Richardson.
George Clooney in Chicken Run.
George Clooney.
And Bill Nighy in Early Man.
And Bill Nye. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer, do you think?
George Clooney.
George Clooney will put last.
Might even be right.
Least likely to be pointless.
Miranda Richardson.
Miranda Richardson,
Oh, that's
OK.
quite right.
And Bill Nye goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then. And here they are. We have got Miranda Richardson, Bill Nye, George Clooney. Well, now, 3 answers on the board there. What would you do if one of these answers turned out to be pointless and won you that jackpot, £5,000? Julie?
Matt has a birthday ending in 0 next year and loves to go scuba diving. So I think somewhere epic where he can go diving and swim with fish and I can sit with our little boy on the beach.
Very nice. Matthew, anything you want to add to that?
No, that sounds very nice.
Yeah, I was going to say, really. OK, well, your first answer was Miranda Richardson. This is the one you thought was probably least likely to be pointless. In this case, we were looking for the cast of Chicken Run. If Miranda Richardson is pointless, you leave here with £5,000. How many of our 100 people said Miranda Richardson? Well, he's right. Miranda Richardson is right. If Miranda Richardson is pointless, you leave here with £5,000. Down we go through the teens, into single figures, still going down, still going down. Congratulations. Very well done indeed. Very well done. Congratulations, Miranda Richardson was a pointless answer. You are going home with that jackpot of £5,000, Richard.
Amazing. I don't think I've ever seen an answer given with less conviction win more money than that. The two of you just go, Miranda, no, Richard, no, I don't think it is. But she absolutely was. A terrific answer, very well played. Bill Nye was not in Early Man. He would have been in the correct answer. He was in Flushed Away, funnily enough, but would have scored you 2 points for that. George Clooney, also an incorrect answer as well. So Miranda Richardson came good, didn't she? How about that? You might be thinking of Fantastic Mr. Fox that he was in. Yeah. Very, very well played. That's a terrific answer. And all the funnier for taking you so much by surprise. There's only 3 pointless answers, actually, for Chicken Run. Here they are. Miranda Richardson, Imelda Staunton and the wonderful Tony Haygarth. They were the pointless answers there. Tim Spall and Lynn Ferguson would have scored you 1. For Flushed Away, some good names here. Andy Serkis is a pointless answer. David Suchet, Kathy Burke. Shane Ritchie there as well, some lovely names. Miriam Margolyes is a pointless answer, all sorts of pointless answers. Miriam Margolyes also a pointless answer for Early Man. Alongside the brilliant Gina Yashere, Richard Iowadi, a pointless answer there, Rob Brydon as well, so some great answers up there. Very, very well done if you've got any of those at home, and congratulations for stumbling across Miranda Richardson to find such riches.
Thank you so much, Richard, and thanks once again to our winning players, Julie and Matthew, who take away today's jackpot of £5,000. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.